Hello peeps, Drugger here. Welcome back to another little Starmade content. So this is a patch update. Newest patch is out since this morning, I guess. Anyway, they have changed a lot of stuff. So first of all, this is a little bug which I wanted to mention before we go through all the changes, just because the dev team might watch this. So if you place something in front of a transparent block, like a door, and you open it, this kind of, you see. Anyway, there has been a lot of, and I really mean a lot of really interesting changes regarding balance. First being hull has been strengthened. So we are, there's the HP system and there's the armor system. So basically, calculating both together, we calculate an effective HP. So normal hull has 75 now, standard armor 250, and advanced 1000. So you need 1000 damage to remove this block. That's, I guess, that's a lot. At least much more than in previous version, and people could, stack those on top of each other. So yeah, new options coming to the game, I guess. Next, yeah, right, supply ticks. Those fellas have gotten their old strengths back, well, nearly. Basically, they took the values and multiplied by 6, except of power drain, which is like 30 less. Anyway, big buff to that system. That might encourage people for external power generators again, so hopefully stuff will not lag out too much in the future. We'll see. Next, they buffed the piercing defensive effect on ships. I mean armored blocks. So basically on armored blocks, the piercing effect activated can make them have 2500 effective HP. So I guess you take this block and then like 100% of this effect, and then you get 2500 efficient HP. Also, shields. Those fellas do provide double the shield capacity now. These have been doubled in block damage. So once the shields are down, torpedoes really becoming an option, kind of. And then they have made some changes to missiles, especially the missile pulse and the missile beam things. So let's check. Missile pulse was this one. So this still has the old values like 2-minute reload time, yada. But now it has this damage. They wrote something about being doubled, stuff like that. What they really did is reduce the range from 72, I think it was, to 48, which is a big change, I guess. So nukes, well, they have not been taken out of the game, but missile speed still very slow, which is good. So don't go into combat without point defense turrets. Alright, and the beam version, let me check, where is it? Beam version should be 4. The beam version now, the speed of the incoming missile was reduced greatly. So it has been 445 something. So they made this in order for point defense turrets to actually being able to catch them, which is a good change, really appreciate it, because those were kind of, fire and forget. Then they lowered the cost of some blocks. Basically all ingots. I'm just having put the black one here next to that one because this one has been renamed from Nacht to Masset, something like that. I'm you know, I'll ask my American buddies how this is spelled now. Okay, shield blocks and shield regenerators should be, yeah, also cost cut in half. Then there has been a general update on systems. They all gained a little armor. So the, you know, systems behind the hull are not that vulnerable like from before. And then there has been some major changes to the armor or block breaking mechanics, I guess. So let's have a look at those as well. So explosive pretty much stayed the same, but wait a second, right here. So let's get with, or let's go with the punch through first. Punch through basically kind of as it was, but the armor efficiency bonus was removed. And it now, like, it has now a new mechanic. It hits a block, then the effective HP of that block are reduced from the damage, then the damage is cut in half and then transferred over to the next block behind. Several layers of armor would really counter punch through effect cannons or stuff like that. In general, this will cut down the depth of how deep the punch through effect can get to around 7 blocks. Right before, I mean, if you know, that guy, that ship, what the heck, right? Those cannons, they would have blasted through even triple long the size, like from the front going in and getting out at the back, right through it, right? So this will be prevented in the future. So also a very appreciated change. Piercing, let's just check. Piercing also has, basically now has the old punch through mechanic, kind of. It has a shield malus, meaning it will do no damage to shields. Also no armor bonus, but the piercing effect mechanic works a little differently than the punch through effect mechanic, because piercing says, I hit, my damage gets cut in half, and half of the damage gets applied to the block behind. And then the first block, which got like hit by half of the damage, this block takes this damage, and if this damage does not, is not enough to kill that block, that doesn't matter. Still, half of the damage will just pass through the first block. So piercing effect damage will also go around 7 blocks deep, and but is, delivers a little more damage to the blocks behind. So yeah, that might be the new block killer thing. Though this has a shield malus, this has not, but it is not as effective against block. I really like these changes because before punch through was pretty much the only thing you would ever need, and now you basically have really the option of, well, if I want to kill blocks, that might be the way to go. If I wanted to have it more rounded up but not that effective, that might be the way to go. So yeah, lots of choices people will have to make in the future. Anyway, this was just the news here. So hope you enjoyed this video. If so, leave a like, yada yada yada, you know the drill. And for all not into Starmade, of course, I'm already working on the next episode of my How to Play Starmade mini-series. Also other tutorials are coming out. We are covering airlocks soon. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye guys.